Disclaimer. I am a podcaster, motivational speaker, and full-time counselor. And here on this platform, it is my job to talk about current affairs and trending topics that have been discussed, posted, and even floating around on social media. I do not claim to be the voice for all, nor do I claim to know it all. Therefore, remember this if you remember nothing at all. It is okay that we agree to disagree, as long as it is respectful. Every Friday at 7 p.m., I will be talking about whatever I like, and you will have the opportunity to share your voice. Now, if you can handle it, have a seat, and if you can't, feel free to exit stage left. With that being said, let the discussion begin. Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl D from the Voice Gathering Live podcast show. We are in the building. Hello, 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 hello. Let's see. I already said hello. I see 7 people watching, 3 likes, and some people already said hello. Oh, that was 6 people watching. All right. So what we want to do is actually jump right into it. So we want to get some house rules out of the way. First and foremost, let me just say it's good to be back, guys. You know, when I take one day off from the show, it seems like I'm taking off months from the show, and that's not it. When you're recording the show or actually going live 2 days out of the week, missing one day or 1 week seems like a lifetime. But a big shout out to everyone who reached out to me behind the scenes asking me, are you going live? Are you live tonight? I'm waiting. The show hasn't started. And I'm like, no, I won't be live tonight. I'm in the field doing some research work. I'm looking at some things. I'm handling some things. So thanks for always tuning in. It's always good to check in. And if you guys would be so ever kind to make sure you contribute to this platform. Yep. Let's get house rules out of the way. Let's clean house. Your cash apps, nobody's cash apping, so let's be clear, okay? Not that you have to, but I'm letting you know the reason I keep bringing it up is because no one's utilizing the cash app, and at some point we hope to get monetized so that people can make their donations to support this platform a different avenue. But if you enjoy the content, sow some seeds into the program, into the platform, so that we can get the website going, which we're still going to get at some point. And that way, when the show is not going to be aired, you can always get a notification from the show. You can always check the show website and its calendar to see, are they live tonight? Has it been a cancellation or anything like that? But right now, I'm the woman, be all woman. So you're only going to have to wait till I tell you. So until then, keep checking in with me. If you know how to reach me, send me a text, email, go to Instagram, send a direct message, something like that, just to ask to see if we are going to be live, right? So that's one thing. Let's see. Okay, so house rules. You know what this good guy here means, right? So please utilize the thumbs up, thumbs down, right? If it's good, it's interesting. If it's something that you find, you may not find everything to your liking on this platform because this platform is raw. It's in your face. It's going to say it like we mean it. And that's just what makes this show unique in itself. We need to have a transparent, honesty conversation. An honest conversation about whatever we're talking about. So whether it's from superficial things, saying it like we mean it, to very serious topics, saying it like we mean it. So by all means, make sure that you use this thumbs up, thumbs down. And then if you're giving us a thumbs up, many of you already comment. If you're going to give us a thumb down, do the same thing. Comment what you didn't like. All right? So we also want to remember that this show runs across many platforms. We are here. We're on YouTube, which is what you're watching the show. We're also on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. So make sure you are subscribed to all those platforms. It brings attraction to the show. So please utilize those things as well. We have a portion for question and answer. Oftentimes, you guys already ask your questions to each other. You give your feedback. It's awesome. I also want to ask a quick question. How many of you post comments during the show that you would like to see me actually answer later on in the show? If that is something you would like to see, that also requires you to come back and see if your question's been answered and has anybody kind of said anything related to your question at a later time. Let me tell you something. You coming back and visiting the show after the show is aired is not a bad thing. You know why? Because that still brings number and footprints towards this show. So YouTube on the back end is checking and said, wow, this individual is actually bringing a lot of traction and people are actually getting involved in that channel. You know what? They're building up to being monetized where they can make an income from that show. So it's not in vain, guys. If we're going to support, let's get in there and really support, right? And I'm still appreciative the little things you do to the great things you're doing. Hold on. Oh, Miss Naomi is here. Naomi, I'm sending love to you regarding your significant other's friend. We will talk later, but I'm praying for a strong outcome. Okay. So let's also make sure we got all of our questions out. Yep, we did. Okie dokie. All right. So how are you guys doing? Talk to me. How you doing, people? How you doing? We're on 11 minutes, 7 people watching. If you're in here, come on, say hello to us. Say hello. I want to bring to some people's attention. Some may know, some may not know. Dun, 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 dun. That's right. That's right. Uh-huh. It's my birthday week. Child, forget a birthday day. It's my birthday week. Horny. Dun, 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 dun. That's right. Yes. Hey. Hey, it's my birthday week. Absolutely. So, those of you who reached out to me and remember my birthday, thank you so much. Those of you who did not know my birthday, thank you for being here. And those of you who want to celebrate me, it's Cash App Lovely 0615 Lovely 0615. You can send your Cash App right directly to me, and I'm still going to use that birthday Cash App for this show. All right. Hey, Dawn. Do the damn thing. Okay. Awesome. Oh, thank you so much for the shout outs, for the birthday shout outs. Awesome, 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 awesome. So yes, it's my birthday and I'm glad that you guys are here. I want to also shout out my girl Dawn. See, let's just take a minute to recognize, okay? I don't know what's going over there on Facebook. So this show takes a village. It takes a village. Trust and believe. Yeah, I'm doing all the things right here. But those people who are working hard and thinking about this show, it shows up. When I tell you it shows up, I feel like I'm real close up to the camera. It shows up. It shows up. Dawn has been marketing this show on the back end like a trooper. And my heart says, thank you. Let's be clear. Dawn is telling people about this show on many platforms, and we will keep some things to ourselves, Dawn. We won't share with everybody how we make things happen because we want them to get creative. But Dawn, my girl, thank you so much. Let me just say to you guys, because of Dawn's work on the behind the scenes, and I mean, she got a lot going on in her life, but she shows up to this show, and this doesn't take away from everybody, but you know that saying, when it's time to give somebody their flowers, give it to them while they can smell it. Don't be holding no flowers later on and be like, oh, I wish I would have gave them some flowers. No. Give them the flowers so they can get it right now. So I am, for sure, when I tell you I am giving my girl, Dawn, flowers, I'm giving you flowers, Dawn, because when I tell you that you have been, Oh, can I do that? Hold on, guys. Child, this thing is so daggone creative. Okay, I'm giving Dawn flowers right now, honey, because when I tell you that Dawn has worked her behind off in many ways, if you do one little thing for this show, baby, you're working your behind off because, yes, everybody has their own life and they're doing great things. So I wanted to make sure that I recognize what Dawn has done. Okay, so we'll give Dawn her flowers. Jennifer, whoa. Well, welcome, Jennifer. Jennifer is a Jennifer is new to the show, but been a subscriber for a minute. Okay. So Dawn, getting back to Dawn real quick, guys. Dawn has helped this show jump from 116 to 141 subscribers. That is because of Dawn. So by all means, everybody, by all means, please, if you got your your emojis, please drop some flowers in the comments for Dawn because she deserved it. She deserved it. We jumped astronomically in a short period of time. I'm telling you, in a couple of days. And it was because of Dawn working on the back end. So Dawn, I thank you so much. You have stood by me like a thief in the night. So we will continue to do great things. I know you will continue to keep this show on lockdown. So, sweetheart, thank you so much. So please give Dawn some flowers, guys. I'm asking you to give her some flowers. All right. So we want to move on with the show. I wanted to talk to you guys really briefly. So during the last 3 months or so, no, for the last number of years, hundreds of years, but for many of us, for many, many years, we have been dealing with the oppression of being black and brown people, right? And that has had a traumatic effect on just the culture, the race, our homes, our individuality, everything. It's just impacted us so much. Yes. This show today is not so much down hard and boohoo. And I know people say, oh, I can't deal with another Black Lives Matter. I can't deal with this right now. It's just too much. It's just too much. Well, we're in the heart of things. So since we're in the heart of things, we need to have some kind of renewing. So I wanted to talk to you about this topic right here, which was the topic that you guys saw when you entered into the show, right? I want to know from you this question. I want to make sure that you guys can actually see it, okay? Who the hell are you? That is today's topic. Who the hell are you? Who the hell are you? Who are you? Let's be real. Yes, thank you for the flowers for her. Thank you. Keep them coming. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. This topic is, who the hell are you? I decided to have this conversation. Guys, do you hear me nice and crisp and clear? Please let me know. Just say yes if you do, because I listened to the show last time. It sounded a little muffled. I want to make sure you're not getting that muffled sound after I saw the show. Anywho, please understand, this day, many of us don't know who the hell we are. We show up to work. Thank you so much. We show up to work. We show up in our friendships. We show up in our relationships. We show up with our husbands and wives. We show up with our friends, our best friends. We show up as aunts and uncles. We show up. And oftentimes when we're showing up, we don't know who the hell we are. We're just showing up. We have no idea who we are. And when we show up, we expect that when we arrive, those individuals who we show up to, we expect them to know who we are. We expect them to get the attitude that we're bringing. We expect them to get the feelings that we're showing. We expect them to know our downs and our ups. We expect that. But we have no idea who we even are. We have no clue of who we are. So, since we're going through this birthing process, right? The oppression for many of us, and I'm sure at some point a lot of people have been oppressed, but this room oftentimes are of our Latinos, and we've all been oppressed. We are the black and brown people, right? Now, if any Non-black and brown people come into this room, I always say something, say hello. We're not going to jump on you. We're going to embrace you, but you need to be ready for the embrace because we have questions specifically to a topic, and you may have some questions for us, right? We can agree to what? Disagree. So don't be afraid to speak up in this room, even if you're not a black and brown person, because this show is for everybody. But the matter at hand is when we show up, we often don't even know who we are. For many of you who work in the field of social work, a therapist, a counselor, psychology, you have heard of the term Johari's Window, right? And Johari Window is a great, great tool for many of us to start to learn who we are. And not only who we are, but when people look at us and look into our window, can they recognize who we are? Are they able to say, if for an example, if I say I am a lovely person, I'm a trustworthy person, I'm a true friend, I'm all these different things. When they look in my window, do they see the same thing? Are they able to see the same adjectives? Are they able to say, yep, she is loving. Yep, she's supportive. Yep, she's a secret keeper. Yep, she's trusting. Or would they absolutely see something totally different than who you say you are? Remember, who the hell are you? Who are you? And that's what we want to explore. So how many of you, okay, in this room, be it married or dating, or daughter or mother, whatever, in any relationship, the people in your circle, would you say they know me? They don't know me? Don't be afraid to be transparent now. This is let's keep it honest. Please put your message. Do the people in your life who look into your life know you? Would you say yes, they know me, or no, they don't know me? I am going to open up so you can see if you can see this. Yes. I want you to look at this because this is your window, my window, this is our window. Okay, the open self. Information about you that both you and others know. Are you in that window? Can you say that that is your window? The blind self. Information about you that you don't know, but others do know. The hidden self. Information about you that you know, but others don't know. The unknown self. Information about you that neither you nor others know. Who are you? Now you're looking at that chart there. Tell me, who are you? So let me look at these comments. Let me see. They know me. I am an open book. This is from Kofi. Do you feel your friends know you, D? Good question. Thank you for that. I'll get right back to your question. I would hope so. I try to be as transparent as possible. Okay, Jennifer. So Jennifer, I would hope so. So Jennifer, pick one of the windows. Pick one of the windows and I'll put the window back up. Let's go back on. Dawn. They don't know me. My family say I'm mean, but my friends say I'm kind and loving and trusting. Okay? Different. Oh, I rob. The first one and third one. Jennifer, let's move on. Dawn, that is the Gemini thing. Well, I'm a Gemini, so hold on. Yes, some depending on who they are. Okay, let me see. Okay, Jennifer said I'm the hidden self. All right, hold on now, guys. When I have the picture up of the window, are you guys still able to hear me clear when I have that window up and I'm not in the view of you? I want to make sure. Because sometimes I've had a couple of people say when the video's running, of course you couldn't hear me. So can you hear me when I put up the video and I mean the picture and I'm not there? Okay, awesome. So let's bring this back for a second. I want to bring this back for a second because I want to answer Kofi's question and then I want you to look at it honestly and really think about that. Okay, so to answer Kofi's question, I'm looking at this. To answer your question, Kofi, honestly, I think it depends on, it goes to kind of to what Naomi was saying. It depends on the people in my life, how much I am, how close I am to them. So on the friend spectrum. So when with my friends, um, let's flip the script. Kofi, do you think you know me? And if you were to identify one of these windows for me, Kofi, let's see which window you would pick for me. Because you and I are friends. Naomi, you can also pick a window for me. The people who, now all of you know me. Let me see. Rod knows me intimately. Kofi knows me a little bit more intimately. Naomi knows me a little bit more intimately. Dawn has an idea of me intimately. Jennifer and I know her, but I don't know if Jennifer would say she know me more intimate. So, interesting. Which window would you say, Kofi? Because I would say that I am the first one. To my friends, I am open self. Information about me that I know and I believe my friends know because my friends get to hear me be very honest and transparent. People I do not know don't get that opportunity to get to know me that way because I take my time in getting to know them. I agree with you, Kofi. Yes, open. And that's because we have that kind of relationship. We have that kind of relationship where I am very much transparent and open with you, an open book. I think that is the only way to have a secure and honest friendship. So I would agree with you. Let's see what Miss Naomi say. I would say that your hidden self, for those not in your inner circle, but aha, very true, Naomi. And just something I just said. Yes, absolutely. Let's see what Jennifer said. That is why I say I am hidden self. Absolutely, Jennifer. I agree. So when we say that we can recognize these pains in the window and say, well, this is who I am. And I know for me, this may not apply to everybody because I do know some people say they are who they are, but I have seen many masks on those people's face. So that would tell me that you're not an open self because it's either something about yourself that you don't know and others may have an idea about you, or you do know and others know about you. I wouldn't call you an open self person. I think that oftentimes we're going into these relationships, we're going up and showing up at work, we're showing up in our marriages as mothers and fathers, we're showing up in these different parts of our lives, expecting individuals to know who we are, and yet we struggle to know who we truly are. We have no clear idea of who we are or who we are expected to be. So now we got this birthing process that's going on with this whole movement that black and brown people are getting some recognition. Black and brown people are standing up for themselves and saying no more. And there are some of our counterparts, being not black and brown people, who always believed in the movement but was outnumbered, are now saying, wait a minute. I never knew that you to be that person. I never knew that you can actually morph things into that way. So I find it very odd when you show up in my space and expect me to know you, but yet you don't even know who you are. That's difficult. And that's going to be difficult for the movement if people are expecting change, but they have no idea of who they are. Right? We are going to be marching, protesting, fighting, all these different things. Yet we don't even know who we are, but we want change. The change starts with self. It starts at home. It starts with you. Home is not the physical building you live in. Home is this body, this with the spirit of yourself residing. That is the home. And when that home is fragmented, broken, or the windows of that home are difficult to understand, it is very difficult for people to understand who you are. Yet people are getting married but getting divorced. Why? They didn't know who they were. And unfairly, the person that was with them didn't know who they were marrying. Or you get married thinking you knowing the person, and all of a sudden what shows up is, who the hell are you? Where did you come from? How did you get here? Tamia, the singer, she has a song, How Did You Get Here? I'm sorry, Deborah Cox. Listen to it. It makes a lot of sense to this. Have to wear a mask depending on the environment. And that's got to be difficult. Thank you, Deborah Cox. That has to be difficult. I hate wearing a mask. Listen, I understand because I have a job. It's not my business, it's their business. And when I show up, oftentimes it gets me into trouble. Now, it's not trouble for me, and it's not trouble for people who are looking at my window and saying, she's open self. She's being honest, transparent, and who she is here, she's that way over here. She's not putting on this mask here and then putting on this mask here. She's not doing that. That mask is the same always. You can never say, well, I don't know who I'm dealing with today. Yes, you do. Because when I show up, I show up. That don't mean you got to be taking people's heads off. That don't mean that you got to be a person that can't be trusted. That don't mean any of those things. That doesn't mean that. That means that you're going to be difficult, combative. Because, let me tell you something. If you're a black woman or a black man, but a black woman who believes in what she is saying, willing to stand on your truth. Oh, honey, you being good evening, Anthony Gordon. Welcome to the show. You are a newbie. Hope you'll tell us a little bit more about how you got to us here, but thank you for showing up. Again, this whole thing about, let me go back to what I was saying about, you just showing up. So if I am passionate about what I'm saying, if I am talking to, sadly, someone who is not black and brown, and I have passion about, well, no, this is not how it goes, or this is the way the process works. Oh, she's an angry black woman. She's angry. She's got attitude. She's, her head is moving all around. You can't talk with your hands. You're threatening. Wait, I'm not either of those things. I can definitely agree to disagree. But because I'm standing in my truth and I believe in what I'm saying, and you're having difficulty accepting that. That's not a me thing. That's a you thing. Right? Okay. So let's change it from somebody who's not black and brown. Now, let's say you have a black and brown supervisor, boss, chairperson, whoever, who runs the show. And all of a sudden, you are standing up. You're showing up. Your open self. Don't forget the windows. Your open self. And all of a sudden, you're like, well, wait a minute. Hold on. You're having difficulty with me showing up. Don't you understand that aren't we all coming from the same place? Wait, I'm confused. You understood what it took for you to get to your position. Don't you understand that I have the same passion for my journey and I want to show up and be my authentic self, my open self? Why are you having difficulty with that? But let's be clear. That's not a me thing. That is a them thing. And I deal with that, from time to time with different people. Okay, now, Anthony, you better speak. Exactly. He came right on up in here and got right involved, and that's what we're talking about. Absolutely. I don't understand why, again, if you don't understand Johari's window, the slide that I just showed you, and if you're not thinking on a more deeper level on today's show, you're I'm not pointing fingers, but then your thinking is surface. What we want to do is explore and go deeper. We don't want to stay surface. We want to explore and go deeper because when we show up to our job, unless you are in a position at your job that you okay just being the underdog, the person that's always going to be in the back, not in the front. If you, I mean, everybody got a position to play, but if that's your position, that's just not my position. You get to, I only know that you're born one time, you die one time, right? I believe on your journey of life, it is for you to seize the moment. Not wait for somebody to give you a handout and say, oh, well, you know what? I'm going to give you these little bit of crumbs. You're welcome. No, absolutely not. Hello, Lenny. That's okay. Welcome. You're not late. You're on time. Absolutely not. I'm not going to settle for the crumbs. I don't want just the crumbs. I believe that you make the best of your life. And that means if you're going to make the best of it, you got to show up. And when you show up, you have to show up unapologetic because people will try to make you feel bad about showing up. They're going to say, well, that's too much right now. Well, you know what? They're not ready for that right now. Or we can do that later. And then they take your idea and use it for now. Come on. No, absolutely not. I know who I am when I show up. Oftentimes I have to suppress, which I hate doing, because the person who I'm showing up to or the people I'm showing up to can't handle it. You know, it's a beautiful thing to be a part of a team that is growing you. And what I mean team is a team player in your family. You got to show up in your family circle too. That system, you have to show up there as well, right? Showing up at work and being recognized as a team player. Showing up in your place of worship, and I'm not, you come up in the church or the synagogue or wherever you're going, and the people looking you up and down like, well, why are you here? I thought we all here to get saved or to get sanctified. You know what I'm saying? When you have to be apologetic for showing up, then I say you probably don't know who you are, because the you who shows up and is willing to deal with whatever they're throwing in your face, you're like, okay, that's. Of course, you're not going to say it to your boss because your boss probably can't handle it unless you have that kind of relationship. But that's not my problem. I'm here to do my job and exceed in it. Listen, you want to know how people see you? Take a look at your evaluations at work. You could be killing yourself, and they don't see you. Or they don't want to see you. They don't want to see you. They don't want to know anything about you showing up and, okay, well, wait a minute now. Wait. Who? You want to do what and do it how and when? Instead of saying, yes, let's do it. You know, those people that I know, oh, and God knows I know some of them. And I'm thinking of a couple of people in mind right now. I'm really trying to, I'm thinking about this one individual particularly, but eh, I am telling you, I'm thinking about this person. Um, One particular person I think is window pane 2, blind to self. And when you have those blind to self people, they make it difficult to do what you need to do. They make it difficult to love them, support them. Encourage them because everything is a challenge. It's not, they question your authenticity. I mean, and you're like, well, what more do I need to do to show you I have your back? I'm here for you. I got you. I don't get it. I absolutely don't get it. What you guys saying over there? Let me see. It's part of becoming a whole authentic self. Absolutely, Naomi. Works super hard and get. Oh, right. I know, Anthony. Absolutely. What? You like, wait a minute. What? Listen, guys, we have to know how to do better, right? And we have to know how to get what we want while we got a chance to get it. A lot of people are staying in jobs because they're afraid to venture out. So then who are you in this window? What are you afraid of? Why aren't you kicking down the door? And why aren't you surrounding yourself around people, like minded people? Because blind self people, in particular, I know a couple of people, they hang around blind self people, right? Let's see if we can make this a little bit more so you guys can see it. I want you to, because this is what we're talking about, guys. We're talking about this. We're talking about it. We are talking about it. Are you known to self as well as others know you? Are you unknown to self? Meaning you're hidden and unknown. No one knows who you are. It is very hard to get to know who you are because you don't know yourself. How many people in this group is married? How many of you are married? And if you're married or in a serious committed relationship, how many of you would say your significant other knows who you are? Because listen, I mean, I'm asking a very honest question. And let's be clear. I don't want you getting off this good conversation and you end up getting divorced. Okay, our Rob is our Rob said he's kinda. Oh, kind. You're married, I Rob, and kinda they know who you are. Is that what you're saying? And Jennifer, you're married. Do your husband Jennifer know who you are? I mean, listen. Remember, open means you know you and they know you like you know you. Okay, Lenny says, married. He knows who I am. Okay. So, Lenny, you said that. So that means you are known to self and known to others. So your significant other knows you. They know your ups, your downs, your likes, your dislikes, your tastes, your distastes. They know you. Come on, these are the only people in this chat that's married or whatever. And are you enjoying this show? Come on, let's not forget them thumbs up. I think so. Lindsay, I think so. Okay. Look, welcome. I'm glad you're in the okay. Kofi's thumbs up. Okay. I'm late. I'm married. Okay. You're married. Hello, Kitty. Are you 20 years this weekend? Well, congratulations. That's a long time. Mer, honey. Do your significant other know you like you know you? That is for Miss Love in the chats. Because I have been in relationships, dating, and I can tell you that as much as I was in those relationships and felt like I was investing and being an open book, I just the way the individual would respond or they would respond, and I'm talking about over the course of me growing and dating and getting to know people. I don't think they truly knew who I was. And I think that was because they didn't want to know, because knowing there's an accountability, there's a responsibility. Once you know me, you have to measure up. You can't just stay status quo. You can't be living at home with your mom, honey, swinging your mom keys. You don't have no mortgage, no rent you paying. You don't own your car. Like, no, you would have to measure up. Okay, thank you for the transparency, Naomi. He knows me more than I think. Okay. So in the comments, in the comments, you guys are saying that at least when you're in a relationship, there are individuals, the individuals in your life, they know you. And for you to say they know you would then support you know who you are. And when you know who you are and the people in your life know who you are, there becomes an easy path in the same direction. But when you don't know the other person you share your life with, be it family, friends, significant others, there becomes a challenge in saying we're not going in the same direction. Now, I believe people can get to know one another on the journey, but you have to be hungry and thirsty for that knowledge. You have to be wanting that person to know you. You would, for someone to know you, you're going to sacrifice. There's some things you're going to be cutting off. But the cutoff would be, I believe, it's for the good, the overall relationship, the overall of you knowing the authentic you and that person knowing you as well. It doesn't mean you're the only person shedding something in a relationship and becoming more aware of yourself. What it definitely means is that there's an opportunity, a platform, a position that we are on a unified team going in the same direction. And as we're going in the same direction, I am going to be open and transparent with you, and I want you to do the same. I don't want you to have a blind side. I don't want you to be unknown, and I don't want any hidden things from me. Because if you take those three elements and bring them into the relationship, how could we say we have an openness with one another? I don't think you can. Matter of fact, you can't. He does, but it took 7 years of marriage to figure it out. Okay, now, Jennifer. Thank you for the transparency. That's okay. Your laptop is back on. I'm glad you're back. Anthony, I just got out of one. I think I was hidden. Okay. Ooh, I want to know more, but okay. As much as you want to share. You think it was hidden. I knew I was, but she didn't know who I was, which made it. Aha! Just what I just said. And Anthony just echoed that. If you're not in the same vehicle, going in the same direction, somebody may get left behind. And we have all of these issues and troubles in our relationships because we have no idea who we are, or the people we are trying to be close to, linked to, connected to are not doing the homework to figure out who we are. They don't. To know who we are, guys, mean there is a responsibility and accountability to show up each and every time. When we angry with each other, you need to show up and know how to manage this anger, this frustration, this argument, this disagreement. You have to show up in the relationship. If I am fighting for to start a business, you, my significant other, need to show up and fight with me. You cannot see me struggling and climbing up the ladder and you just sitting back not doing anything, not fighting for the same thing I'm fighting for. It won't work. You want to I don't know, whatever it is that you want to do and you're passionate about, you cannot just say, oh, you know what? I am doing this. And then I don't show you. Well, wait, I'm not showing you I support you. and you struggling over there. Wait, wait a minute. The vehicle is not going in the same direction. And I'm telling you, that leads to raising children. Well, I raised this way. Well, I raised that way. Then you have children confused about what the rules are. Or, um, this is my passion. That's not my passion. Then you have people going to divorce. We have to figure out how to be the open self, because in the open self, when people look into your house window, they get to see the openness of you. There's no confusion about who you are, because when things get rough, you are still who you are throughout the course of that relationship. If the friendship breaks or the marriage dissolves, you are still who you are. That doesn't mean you're going to be combative and fighting and all that different stuff. And like, yeah, I'm who I am. And if you don't like it, later with you. Wait. What? What? No, this is not what we're talking about. We're talking about getting to know who we are here, getting to know this, understanding who we are, understanding who the other person is, and coming to a fork in the road and say, you know what? Now it's time to go in the same direction. Because you are my friend. You are my wife. You're my husband. You're my children. This is my employer. This is my employee. Come on. We can change the game when it comes to people knowing who we are once we know who we are. Let's be clear. I've lost some friends who I thought were going to be friends. The potential of friendships. I lost them because when I showed up me, either they didn't know how to accept me showing up, meaning that if you say, girl, do I look nice in this outfit? And I'm like, oh, it's cute, but I don't like it for you. What's wrong with it? What do you mean? Girl, you just asked me, do I like it? I'm confused. Wait, do you want a lying friend or do you want an honest friend? I'm confused. Okay, in a relationship. Or let's work. Coming to work, doing the job. You look at your evaluation. We just talked about that. Wait, I haven't heard any of these things on this paper before, other than when I brought them up to you and I was hoping to get the support, and now I don't get a good evaluation. Now, I'm not saying that applies to me, but I'm sure somebody can relate to that. Child, it's almost like dating somebody, honey, and they come home and take their leg off. And you be like, that wasn't your real leg? Come on. People. Kobe, you just took the words right out of my mouth as I was getting ready to say it. Know your audience. I am the type of person that studies the room. Anybody who's a part of my life, which means I'm a part of their life, and it's linked, I studied that person. I didn't just come and say, oh, I want to be your friend. We friends. No. You got to earn my friendship because I have to earn yours. I don't expect you to come and tell me all your secrets and all your different things like that, and then I expect you to I expect to be your friend. No. People in the chat would tell you, D, Diamond's going to come into the room and she's just going to watch. She's going to sit quietly. She's going to watch. You're not going to see her very vocal. You're not going to see her, unless you ask me a question, I can just sit back and just study. Because I'm trying to see, do I want to talk to you? I don't want to talk to that person. They're not going to bring anything fruitful to my relationship or my life that's going to benefit me. So with that being said, I would like to keep you at arm's length and we can say hello and goodbye, but we don't need to be friends, which means we don't need to exchange numbers. We don't need to call one another, text one another. We don't need to follow each other on social media platforms. We don't need to do any of those things because we're not friends like that. And I'm okay with that. Once you get me as a friend, I am a friend to the end. I'm that type of friend that says, well, we need to talk because I got an issue. And I need to be able to have that kind of friend on the back end. This is the open self now, that when I say to you, let's pick somebody in the chat. Oh, let's not pick somebody in the chat, child. Frank, I need to talk to you. Frank, like, what's up? You know, something you said I didn't agree with. It kind of created a feeling in me, and I want to have a conversation about it. I can't stand people like, well, I don't want to talk about it. I don't. What do you mean you don't want to talk about it? Then you and I are definitely not friends. We are definitely not friends. Definitely. Hold on, guys. People are reaching out to me. Hold on. I'm with you guys. Hold on. Okay, let me know if you got that. I just answered your question, hopefully. So anyway, yes. We just not that kind of friend. We're not. We're not friends, and I'm okay with that. One thing I'm not going to do is be the blind self for somebody. I'm not going to be the hidden self or the unknown self. I'm going to be the open self. Because at the end of the day, you need to know who you're dealing with. That's in my personal life, my employment, my friends. It's just important to know who you are. Don't let people mold you into who they want you to be. I always say when someone show you who they are, believe them. I do not try to clay make people into somebody I want them to be, because then I definitely got the unknown, hidden, blind person. No. I need you to be who you are so that I can actually show up and be myself with you. I don't have to say, I'm you. That's fine. You stay over there. I'll stay over here. No, absolutely not. All right, to dismiss is to disrespect in my book. You can say that 10 times. I agree. Yep. Yeah, don't ask no question if you don't want to know the truth. Don't ask, cuz you may not like what you hear. And I was getting ready to say that I have a problem, but it's not a problem. It's other people's problem. It's not a problem for me. Um as a friend, a confidant, cuz that's what a friend is for me. Is a confidant. A friend can call you 4 o'clock in the a.m. and you're not pretending like the phone not ringing. You 4 o'clock in the morning, you call me for a reason. What's up? Are you okay? A friend. Open self now. We're still here. We're not nowhere else. Stay with this. Connect the dots, people. Openness. Open person. I am in a situation. What's the problem? What do you need to do? Not, oh, for real? Oh, okay. I called you to tell you that for a reason, because you are the confidant in this relationship. No, I don't. I know a few people that can wear that title. I have to tell you, I know of a lot of people, and a lot of people don't get that title. I know a lot of people. Like, soon as you get mad, honey, all your business is out on Front Street. But when we know ourselves, we know that the person we shared our information with, the likelihood is they're going to tell somebody. But you wouldn't know that or recognize that when you don't know who you are. See, like minds attract like minds. And yes, we are different in many ways, but you still attract likeness, attract lightness, not darkness. So good, kind-hearted people tend to attract the same people. It doesn't mean those other darkness don't show up, but they attract like-minded people. The people I have attracted in my life has shown up to be people that, this is worth the relationship. I did what I needed to do. And that was show up, be my authentic self, so that they can show up and be their authentic self. We did the homework, and what came out of that was an awesome, beautiful relationship. So I wanted to have this conversation with all of you guys here today, and those who will come after the show has been aired, is this. Take the opportunity to get to know who you are, especially during the time that you're probably working remotely from home. Sometimes, a lot of times, you have to turn things off. And turn things off meaning turn people off for a second, turn your phone off for a second, turn the husband, the wife off for a second. Sit down in a space and take some inventory of who you are, so that when you show back up to work, in the relationship, in the friendship, you can now start putting into practice, this is who I am. This is what I'm expecting you to see from me. In return, I'm hoping that you will see the same thing I have come to know about me. So I am a loving person. When you look in my window, I want you to see a loving person. I'm trustworthy. When you look in my window, I want you to see she is trustworthy. I'm committed. When you look into the window, I want you to see a committed friend, wife, significant other. We need to recognize who we are so people can recognize who we are. You guys here, this is something for you to look at. And if you don't know, and if I planted a seed, if it made you think of something, sit down with the people in your life, start with one person, take out this chart and say, whoever the person are, you just say, who do you think I am? Am I open? Am I blind? Am I hidden? Am I unknown to you? Do that. And sit with it for a moment. Don't just rebuttal. Oh, well, no, I'm not that. No, you're not learning nothing when you're rebuttaling back. No, that doesn't work. Take that information that they honestly told you, even if you disagree with it. Take it and go sit down with it. Now you start sitting down with it and you says, this is who I am. And go through the adjective list of who you are and see if that list cross-reference with their list. If it does, the likelihood is that you're open to you and them. But if you are only open to yourself and not to them, there's the blind. Somebody don't know you. Right? They don't know you. They don't know who you are. So it's now for you to either invest in that relationship, be it husband, wife, friend, whoever, and let them get to know who you are. Let them get to know who you are, because now you're getting to know who you are. And be unapologetic about it when it's going to serve you in the long run. Make no excuses for being rebirthed during this time. Don't apologize to keep a friend who was never a friend in the beginning. Don't keep sacrificing yourself for someone you say you love, be it your wife or your husband, but they're not sacrificing too. Don't. If you are planting seeds that won't bring about good fruit that you can live off, stop planting in that soil. It is going to do you a disservice in the long run. And all the time that you spent planting unfruitful seeds are time you won't ever get back. It is okay to say, you know what? I've learned to love who I am. I am open to myself. And now it's time for others to see me open so I can be open with them. You don't get yesterday back, guys. You only get possibly tomorrow. So, guess what we did? We did it again. We did it again. Yes, we did. Knock, knock. Who is there? Who the hell is at the door? Knock, knock. Knock, knock. Get to know who you are. Guys, you always showing great love. Now we have, let's look at this. I want to make sure I'm looking at this. I'm hoping the 10 people in this, because I liked one of those likes. I'm hoping that you were able to join with me in this conversation. I see your comments. I responded. I hope that you were able to take something away. Maybe you didn't agree with everything. Maybe you didn't agree with my delivery. But I'm hoping that you were able to take something I brought to the table and was like, you know what? I get it. And something she said resonate with me. This doesn't mean you're going out to get divorced. You're going to give up friendships, but you're going to start loving you and getting to know you more so that those people in your life can do the same thing. I am always happy when you guys are here. So please make sure you come back to the show if you think of other things that you would like us to be talking about. This conversation came up by somebody who was watching the show and decided to say, D, can you talk about this? And I said, I definitely would. So I did. Anthony, Jennifer, I'm hoping that your first time here at the show was pleasant. I'm hoping that you like what you heard, you like the platform of this show, and that you would definitely come back all the time and join with us. You also can be a co-host on this show virtually where you and I can have the conversation and people can see us talking. If any of you want that, all you have to do is follow me on Instagram. The links are on my YouTube page in my banner. You can just click those links and follow me there. Wait a minute now. Anthony just says, how do you work with a person to make sure they are being open? Okay. I was getting ready to, let's answer Anthony's question. How do you work with a person to make sure they are being open? Okay. And then if you know they are hidden. Well, good question, Anthony. And my way of looking at it is that you continue to be open. And if you're being open with that person who you presume to be hidden, it's your openness that will ask the question. An example, role playing. Anthony, you and I have been friends for a moment right now. And I really value this relationship, whatever that relationship is. Do you mind if I just be honest with you? Because I believe I've always been honest with you. I feel at times you're not always open with me. That in itself should spark a conversation. How does the conversation go? The person said, well, what do you mean? Well, here's an example. I am open with you and this is what I share with you. This is what I give. But when I give it, I don't feel like you give it back in return. I feel like you keep some of that hidden. Is it something I can do, or is it something you need from me that would allow you to be more open and transparent so that we can have this open journey together? Now, that's very clinical because, yes, I am a counselor. But in a regular friendship, you don't want to come off threatening. You don't want to sound attacking. You don't want to do that. But you want to say, I feel like I'm giving so much of me, and at times I don't feel like you feel comfortable to give yourself to me. What do you mean? Do you think you're 100% open with me? Have you been open? Like, do you feel like there's a part of you you need to keep hidden from me? Are you afraid you're going to lose me because you are, uh, you need to keep something open? I mean, I'm sorry, something hidden. That is just the way to start, in my opinion. Absolutely. Show proof of openness. You just be you. And you let people know, listen, I'm being 100% with you. I hope that don't hurt our friendship. But for me, I want you to know who you're dealing with. I want you to know who I am. You don't have any second question about who I am in this friendship, relationship, whatever kind of relationship. This is who I am. But at times, I feel that you are a little bit hidden from me. And I don't know what I can do to help you be 100% open with me. So I need you to tell me. That's how you started. Now, if the person continues to be hidden and you find yourself doing all the work, you might want to just reevaluate the relationship and ask yourself, is it worth it or not worth it? If it's worth it, keep doing the work. Don't give up. If it's not worth it because you're not getting anything out of it, you might want to rethink it. I hope I answered the question. But Anthony, you come right up in here, got right involved, and asked the question. I like it. I like it, like it, like it, like it, like it. Okay, any more questions, guys? If not, what we're going to do is wrap up this show. I thank each and every one of you for showing up and being a part of my platform, which is our platform. We do some fun things and we get very serious because the journey is about arriving. So keep riding this ride with me. Remember, love is all I got. And I can't give nothing else but love and openness. So show up, show out Tuesdays, Fridays, give it all you got, and make sure you like, comment, and share. Click the share button and share this show to your platforms. Make sure you follow us on all those social media sites. All right, guys, I'm hoping those 10 people in there has given us a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give us a thumb down and let us know what you didn't like. Until we see each other next time, be good to one another and I'll be good to you. Bye.